how many countries I've visited, how many miles you've traveled,
how many paintballs you've shot at different people,
how much baby powder I've used, how many hotels we've trashed,
how many places I've driven,
how many guns I've gone through, how much I love the game.
All the times that you had to tell your family that you couldn't be there for this or that because you were going to play paintball.
How many friends I've gotten out of it.
That's just why I love paintball.
That's why I love paintball.
That's why I love paintball. But that's why I love paintball.
You suck.
Where does a team go in their second year together? For most teams, the first year is rocky, full of miscues and turmoil. What about Houston Heat? In their first year together in the PSP, they made the finals 4 times. They won 3 tournaments, including the World Cup. In their first year together, they became the top-ranked team in the world. Where do you go from there?
Hey, stop. It's okay, you gotta be ready to go again. It's okay, come on. We got a major. Hey, you're back. Are you kidding me? Up on bodies, jump on positions, and fucking throwing it away. Some of the worst fucking paintball I've ever seen us play, huh?
I don't have any kids, just bums, but keep pulling them out.
2012, we couldn't ask for anything more, really, but it also set the bar really, really high for us for 2013.
In 2012, we had the best first season that anyone has ever had. We set records. I honestly think that we changed the league.
Play every fucking point like it's a tournament, all right?
2013 started good. Just getting together with everyone, getting the band back together, so to speak.
In the offseason, a lot of teams in the Pro Division made a lot of roster changes and pickups. I think we just went with the if it's not broke, don't fix it mentality, and we just kept the same roster.
Yeah, we stayed the same, we practiced the same drills, same roster. We do have an all-star roster, but we are a team, and we play as a team. We win as a team.
I definitely feel we thought we could continue the momentum. We did it, doesn't mean we can't do it again.
I think we definitely raised the bar for 2013 season.
They always say it's harder to stay on top than to get there. Everyone's gunning for you.
I think we changed the league, and I think there was a huge target on our back.
They're there to take it from you. They're your top dog, pretty much. It's a little bit of pressure because you have to perform and live up to the standards that everyone knows that you can.
First day was just kind of back and forth, and then the second day we might have lost 3 points. It went very well for us. Things were actually clicking amongst the players, everything. It might not have been a good thing at first.
After practice in California, Heat heads to Dallas for the first event of the season, where they start off against CEP, a team they frequently play in the first round.
Yeah, we play CEP a lot. I just think we're a caliber above them. They're working hard, but I just think we're 5 steps ahead of them every time.
Yeah, it's always a rollover team. I honestly don't like it. I'd rather have more of a challenge than that.
A lot of times they have us beat. To be honest with you, they're up on bodies, they're up on whatever, and they just put their faces in front of our paint. I don't know what to tell you. Just get better, I guess.
It's like a warm-up, but since with the new challengers and champions structure, it's good. It separates the top dogs from the puppies.
You didn't even hear him see him just get blown up here?
I did, and that's when I was like, where'd he get shot from?
Then get in your bunker. Get in your bunker.
Every time we play Dynasty, I feel like it's a grudge match. It's bloody, it's mean. You know, last year some people say that Damagers are rivals. I think deep down Dynasties are rivals.
I think 2013 definitely changed things, and it changed it from Damage in 2012 to Dynasty in 2013.
We started off down 2 points. We didn't really change anything. We just started playing better.
They know how to win, they know how to map out teams. I think they're really good at playing calm. We'll get up 3 points or something like that, and they'll always be collected. You know, that's the thing from Dynasty. You always know they're going to come back. Like, even if you're up 6-0, they're going to come back and play smart and play good. Dynasty was a close match. Yeah, we just ended up pulling it out like we always did in 2012, pulling out those really close matches.
I thought we could have played better. We lost some points that we shouldn't have, and we still won. Didn't really seem to matter at the end of the day.
One team, one family, 1 point at a time tomorrow.
Yaya has the worst luck sometimes.
I had a highlight of my career. I went to go bunker 2 guys. I would have actually been the hero of the game. It would have been sweet. And then all of a sudden I trip and I fall and lose my goggles.
It was like a skier, you know, and like they are about to yard sail, and you know they're just getting that little losing it, and they're just toast, dude. Especially Yaya, he has the worst luck.
The refs made a decision that he purposely took his mask off to try to stop the point or something, and he gets a penalty for that. I don't know why anybody would purposely rip their mask off in the moment of bunkering someone.
Stop the game, you know, they put everybody back in their bunkers.
So it was a 2-on-1. Rich was in the Doritos, some kids in the Snake. Eventually, they say he's coming. I come back, come up, shoot him. He just keeps on coming, shoots me.
I don't know what the kid was thinking. He had another live player, goes and grabs the flag, and hangs it with a hit on his face, and his arm, and wherever else he was hit.
As soon as he hung the flag, I was like, he's hit on his arm. And then he turns around and looking, and it's a giant hit on his face. I was like, he's hit on his face too. And they took that point away from them, and that was definitely a nice little surprise. Like, I don't know what you're doing, kid. You still had a guy alive, man. Just let that guy clean it up.
You say player eliminated, or you just let him keep on playing on? Come on. The refs are so lazy that they don't say player, you're eliminated. They did. No, they say no.
Well, all of a sudden this guy runs out of the center and just runs at Fedorov and just bunkers him. Well, I thought that I shot him so much he was just running off the field because he was scared. I just stopped shooting at him. Well, when I stopped shooting at him, he goes and bunkers Fedorov like 6 times on top of his dome, and he gets bunkered like 5 seconds later. But obviously Fedorov didn't appreciate that, and he said, hey, I thought you were watching my back. And obviously I wasn't.
Я в центре, блядь. Хули он дрочит, блядь.
Brathan, sorry, блядь.
Yeah, what you doing there? What do you have to do? What? You fucking look at the left side and
No, I shot the guy off the break in the water, okay?
Listen, you didn't shot him. You fucking bottle him. Yo, use this fucking must. No! You nuts shot. Stop it on him.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I shot him over.
Calm down.
Even though Heat walks away with a 7-1 victory over Excessive, finger pointing and infighting is already taking place.
Fucking do your own job. I hate seeing people get shot off and come out and blame somebody else. That's not how we do it on this team.
Not this team.
Being so comfortable that we are, you know, that first season we didn't really know each other too well, and now at the beginning of this year at least we were just pointing fingers and coming off into the pit yelling at each other, which we never did.
I think we all got used to one another and kind of figured out how to get on each other's bad side, and it just became more of a put people down instead of build people up and learn to trust one another and keep trusting one another.
And the only way you can come back from somebody yelling at you is yelling back. It's not gonna help.
I feel like when you're 3-0, that 4th game is in a few people's heads. Sometimes they're like, oh, we're already in. I don't want to say that we didn't play play our hardest, but I think we could have picked up the slack in certain areas.
It's happened so many times. We've gone 3-1 and won the tournament, but like when we don't have it in our heads to play perfect and to be motivated, we don't win.
They were crisp, they were over their bunker, they were always on their guns. It seemed like we were really timid, we were hiding behind our bunkers. Guys didn't want to make moves, or when we did make moves and we took those chances, those are the chances we shouldn't have taken.
I think this time we honestly didn't learn from it. We just kind of went, oh yeah, we always get 3-1. We're gonna win this. The next one's kind of, we're the champs.
After going 3-1 in the prelims, Heat advances to the Sunday quarterfinals, where they match up against Edmonton Impact. The night before the game, team owner Randy Smith outlines what he believes are the keys to victory.
I need you folks to understand this. Destructive versus constructive. Constructive means you build your teammate up. When something doesn't go right, you find a way to help them understand what can work better in a constructive way. Destructive means when something goes bad, you blame them, you point the finger, and you yell at people and tell them they're doing it wrong. Only difference between us and the other teams that's going to cause us to win tomorrow is right here in how we treat each other on and off the field. And I believe going up against Impact, we got to put them down, because you know what? They're going to be on us again, and we're going to see them again, and we just need to set our mark with them. We will beat Impact tomorrow.
Playing Impact is one of those things. I hate it. I mean, realistically, it is just another team, but the fact that it's like lives with Montress, or I live with Moorhead, and like it's one of those games where you're like, Jesus, man, like I just don't want to like have to look at you knowing that I lost you, and like I know they feel the same way.
I mean, I don't have to explain to you how much this game means to me, right? It's like the same as fucking you playing the Russians. That's what this game means to me. We gotta fucking see these guys every day. We can't fucking lose to them, all right? Mishka, shoot right and go behind you, okay? Me what? You shoot left. And then Mishka shoots right, and then Mishka's gonna come around. We got a major.
Points I played, it was midway through the game. I think it was just a turning point for us. J-Rep got a penalty. We didn't capitalize. We failed to. I know J-Rep was able to walk out of the box and stand in the open, and it was uncontested. I mean, he blocked me out in the 50 rebound, and the next thing you know, they took the point to us.
Yeah, stop. You gotta be ready. It's okay, you gotta be ready to go again. It's okay. Hey, that's a penalty, right? And that's a penalty. They should have two people in the box this game, because that was a penalty and that's a penalty, and they never got in the box for Ryan's penalty. So they start with two in the box.
Ryan wasn't a penalty.
How is that not a penalty? He's playing on with a hit on his top of playing on. Ryan's wasn't a penalty? And that was a penalty on him too, so two penalties.
All right, so I got
The game in Dallas, we screwed up ourselves. There was so many points that we had up bodies, we had field position, everything, and we just blew it.
Sucks.
I think they wanted it more. I think anybody gonna play in Houston Heat is gonna play their best paintball, and I think they played their best paintball. I think they were definitely more hungry than we were.
You know what? I just think we choked.
I know some of the fucking worst paintball I've ever seen us play. I didn't want to say this before we came to this event, but I think as a whole team, we took a step back from how we were at World Cup over the winter. Think about how hard you worked over the winter. I think a lot of you guys think how good you played then is just gonna fucking carry over to this year, right? It doesn't fucking work like that. You gotta fucking work hard, all right? So, oh, it is what it is. We gotta come back strong next event, all right?
Yeah, we were definitely pissed off after coming off our loss in Dallas, you know, making it to Sunday and falling short.
Going into MAO, coming off that disappointing finish in Dallas.
Playing CEP first again.
You know, breeze right through them like we did in Dallas.
I don't know what it is versus us, honestly. I just think that we are in their heads, kind of.
I'm almost positive CEP hates looking at their draw every time we come up.
We've been practicing so hard, we're so hungry, especially into MAO, that we just stomped on them. Yeah, it was kind of weird how it turned out. We played CEP first and then Dynasty second, just like in Dallas.
Going into that game playing them, that's something we want to win because, you know, we're the only team to beat them in Dallas.
Beating Dynasty in Dallas and then watching them win was definitely shitty.
I missed my shot on Tyler in the back center. I tried to edge out and shoot the Dorito guy. Tyler put a ball on me, popped the top, and there was really nothing you could do about that. I was trying to do a little bit too much.
It was a good game.
I was walking off. I turn around, Oliver's barrels in my face, and he just puts it on me, gives me the fattest lip you could imagine.
Go back in the pits, we're like, let's get him back.
Fire it up! You see what they can see to Ronnie? Get it in your goddamn head right now!
LJ! Fucking losing fucking up bodies. We lost 2 points with up bodies. Hey, that's not a major? Do you see him? He just got popped up, shot him, came back down, and he just kept bunkering him. Are you kidding me? That was a major on Yosh. How is that not a penalty? Hey, he even popped up and tucked in like this, and then he just kept coming and shot him, and Yosh was hit. I mean, that's a major.
We're all pissed. We're all, you know, we lost to a good team. We're all screaming, you know, screaming at each other, pointing fingers. J-Tro was yelling at Sam at the end there because I think we had a little bit of time to maybe try for the flag. We had the .1. It's just, you know, Sam couldn't make it happen, you know.
You guys gotta look at time and try to run the fucking flag in, Sam.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the worst the team has ever been, pointing fingers at each other, putting stuff on other people's shoulders and not taking responsibility for the entire team as a whole.
Fuck it! Fucking penalties!
Hey, no! Fucking sloppy fucking play right here when you guys have the... Yeah. What? Well, I can fucking yell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, honestly, yeah, penalties suck, but you never point a finger at somebody else saying that you got a penalty, that's why we lost. That's not how a team works, dude. Ever. You know, you overcome those mistakes.
I mean, it was a close game. They're a good team. I mean, we lost a couple points we shouldn't have. The one down there when we're up bodies, and then with the penalty point. We got to win both games tomorrow, right?
I don't want to care about it. I don't care if somebody cover you or you. The fucking game like that, not supposed to be with the penalty, right? Both of you. All of us. This is not fucking penalty game. It's about the family right now. You got it? You. Doesn't matter who, me or somebody else. Not on this fucking tight game. Never, ever.
Bring it in here, boys.
People, after we lost, people were trying to walk off out of our pit, grabbing their shit, walking off, and we're just like, no, we need to, get in a huddle and talk about what just happened.
Sergey! 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 He's not coming.
We fell apart. A championship team doesn't do that. We did that at that moment right there.
Lost to Dynasty. We're 1-1 on Friday. Going into Saturday, we had to play Impact and the Russians, and we knew with the way the brackets were that, hey, these are big games we have to win in order to go on.
We still didn't have that vibe going into the next day. So, we know we have to beat this team right now. We have to beat Impact. We have to win this match. Yeah, we definitely owe them one.
We played the first point, and you get that feeling when you're on. I mean, I remember me and LJ were just finessing the Dorito side. Fedorov was playing a good support, and then he cleans up J-Rev in the end. I felt good after that first point. I thought every single other point after that was going to be like that.
Impact game, we were watching them and they were just running through teams. They hadn't really had a tough game yet, and I didn't feel bad going into that game at all. Everything seemed fine. They sit and they wait. They sit and wait for us to make mistakes. They're not going to gun battle us. They're going to wait, and that's what they did.
Lack of communication, lack of who's shooting which way, and guys taking moves that they shouldn't take to get shot out in a situation where we're up 2 bodies. They just all got shot at once, and then all of a sudden Impact's running down the field and flag.
Lost Impact again, and it sucks. It really sucks. No team ever wants to be in this position. For a team of our caliber, I don't think we should have ever put ourselves in that position. And then you look back and you try to figure out the little things you did wrong or the things you could have fixed, and no matter what, it doesn't matter because it's over.
We had that game, and a bunch of the points, again, we had some of them won, gave them away stupid, and it sucked to know losing that game, that even the game after didn't matter, that we couldn't play on Sunday, and we've never not done that. And so the feeling of just let down and just confusion after that match is something as a whole team we have not experienced together.
Hey, we win together, we lose together.
Right.
No matter what, we're still a fucking family, we're still a team, okay?
On 3 team, on 3 family. 1, 2, 3.
Team.
1, 2, 3 family.
We were so hungry after that.
It was important in the fact that, going out and win, not going 1-3, that would have been a lot worse.
Going into the Russian Legion game, we had nothing to lose. This is the lowest we've ever felt.
Having a chance to send them to the relegation, that was a big thing with the way they had played all tournament. They hadn't played very well either.
2 tournaments in a row, coming short. We're the best team in the league and we know it. We had to take it to these guys. We were not going 1-3. This was a turning point right here.
I took the snake through off the break, tried to come out real hard, real aggressive. I got shot out eventually, and then Berinikov doing what he does best. He came up the middle, broke the seal, he shot Mishka and Yaya.
We started losing, down 2 points. After we lost those 2 points though, just that vibe in the pit wasn't how it was for the rest of the beginning of that tournament. It was so different, and that's the old Houston Heat that I remembered. We had no doubt at all. We were pointing fingers, we weren't yelling at each other. We just came back and took it out on every player on Russian Legion.
We had to turn it up because we're not going to lose this last match. There was 2 guys on the Dorito side and 1 guy on the snake side. My job was just to go get the snake guy. I got the snake guy, realized nobody was shooting at me, dove into their snake, shot the Dorito guy, shot their tower guy, cleaned up that side of the field. The game ended up going to overtime. Sam got the snake, tried to bunker their snake guy.
Watching the final point where we watched Sam go and blow Malloy's head off, but he didn't hit Malloy. And Malloy spun on him. He thought he was going to draw a penalty, but he just turned and shot Sam. Sam missed it.
The game panned out and we ended up winning.
Well, guys, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. I mean, they only took 2 teams. We had, 2 tough teams in our bracket. Close games. It wasn't like we got blown out. A couple, tough points that we just lost. It's going to be a tough year. I mean, you're going to always have 4 tough teams in your division.
That was the worst Houston Heat has ever played.
This is the worst finish that we've ever placed. It's nice to go out with a win, but we didn't move on. You know what? I think the team is good at growing from our mistakes.
Failing to make it out of the prelims, MAO goes down as Heat's worst performance since their inception. With a slightly different roster, they head to Chicago with hopes of redeeming themselves.
Going into Chicago, unfortunately, yes, in Germany, Ronnie got hurt.
It's really rough to have to sit out an event. I haven't sat an event in years.
Chad, at the first day of practice for Chicago, broke his foot, and there goes 2 of our smaller, faster guys. With that, the camaraderie picked up and everybody stepped their game up.
Going from the top of the pack to the middle of the pack to the bottom of the pack, things weren't going well for us. And then adding on the fact that I got injured, Chad gets injured. Yeah, it was scary. I was devastated. When that happened to Chad, I was like, why? Why now? Why us? Everyone was looking fine from the outside, but I think a little bit of fear or, doubt was coming into our heads. Being together for as long as we have, we haven't had a new face on the team. We got in connect with Jacob Edwards.
I hated him most out of anybody in the entire league. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it was weird. I disliked the kid so much before I joined the team. Then he joined the team, me and him were boys right away. I feel like I've played with him for 3 years now.
He is ruthless when it comes to playing other teams. He's there for business.
Yeah, going into our first match, we ended up playing 187. We drew them. Never played them before. I like those guys, man. Like, they've worked their way up, stayed together, paid their dues, worked hard as a team, and they're a respectable team in pro. Yeah, you got a minor the first point. It ended up being a one-on-one with Sam and Max Trailer. Max Trailer had the flag. Sam just played it smart, man, like he always does, dude. Sam might have got away with a spin right there, but it was so quick, we'll take it.
I was really excited to play 187. The first 2 points came down to one-on-ones.
Same bunkers as the first point with Sam and Max Trailer. Ryan played it pretty smart. He knew we were up points. Played it smart, waited it out, and 187 eventually threw the towel. I remember playing short behind Sammy. I see him kind of stumble and I see a lot of movement and I see him kind of like hurting, man. I'm like, what's going on? So I get out to the corner. Sam took a terrible dive and almost definitely ruined his shoulder. Sam never bitches about anything or complains about being hurt, especially that early in the tournament. I was like, oh boy.
playing well as a unit, but we ended up pulling it out and winning the game 5-0, which with now the way the champions and challengers brackets go, with there being really good teams in each, in the pro division and your whole bracket, points matter. All the points matter. So going 5-0 is really good for us.
Yeah, we definitely, after that 187 match, needed to do better breakout shooting.
How do we feel on our lane?
Our laning wasn't that great.
I'm not shooting the snake, that's why
We shot the snake most of the game.
I got him. Wait.
Yeah.
He's walking on the field, down there,
I don't-
down the snake. Nobody's shooting off the break. That's why
Off the break?
Yeah.
Sam, where'd you shoot on the break a lot of times? Okay, we'll shift the gun over there.
Fedorov gave some pretty good advice to Tro about shooting people off the break, and it worked.
And they can walk all the way down the field because nobody's shooting this way. Because if guy is shooting cross field and switching, the middle is dead because they have a pressure on them.
Game against Damage, of course, being the first time that we had to play him this year, and it being Jacob's first match on our team against Damage, meant a lot.
So he's definitely amped up to play his old team, to play against his brother, which I couldn't imagine what that would be like to line up against your brother on a pro field and play against them. We treated that game just as we would treat playing the Russians and even playing Impact. But we've got guys that have played with those guys for years and have made some pretty big sacrifices to leave those teams and be away from their friends, and then who have to deal with them when they go back home.
For Jacob, you could tell he was over anxious. It kind of showed when he played, but we didn't let him down.
Jacob got a major, and we were able to overcome it like we weren't in the beginning of 2012 season. Yeah, things were different this tournament, man. Like, we just felt it. Everything was different. If we got a penalty, we'd hold it down, get the guy out of the box, and win the point. It was absolutely different this event.
The whole team was clicking. It was an amazing thing to see, and I wanted to be a part of it, but having to step back and see it from an outside perspective, it was gratifying to see everybody playing so well.
Fedorov definitely stepped up and took the role and killed it. Absolutely killed it. I absolutely think he was the best snake player at the event, by far.
Some of the points were a little bit closer than we probably wanted. I mean, Nick pulled off a 4-on-1, which pretty hilarious to watch from the pits.
Yeah, Nick Sloyak pulled off a 4-on-1. Yeah, I don't even know how he does it. I just see 4 guys running at him. 1's gone, 2's gone, 3's gone.
Nick had one of the best events I've ever seen him play.
It was definitely a good game for us to set the tone for the tournament.
We had a rough year with them in 2012, so it was really nice to go out there and beat them convincingly, to have a pretty good lead off the break.
1, 2, 3, kick.
Going into Saturday, playing Impact, our third match.
Impact has beat us twice this year. I think they've always had more confidence going into those games. I think at that point we were just kind of sick of it. Like, hey, whatever, let's go out there and just play paintball.
Super starving for that one. Knocking us out twice. Took it to them hard.
It worked out really well for us because I think the first point they got a major, and that definitely lifted everyone's spirits, and the way we carried ourselves, the way the moves were made, were crisp moves. People were just playing really good paintball, really tight paintball.
I remember we were up a few points. It was a false start. Jacob ended up shooting his gun. He might have shot Sergey, not sure, but definitely shot downfield. He got pulled, Sergey got pulled, I think. Had a guy in the box. So we were here major, and then that happened. It was like, oh boy. The entire match, we were roasting them. We would shoot them and shoot them some more, just sending a message. We weren't just beating Impact, we were dominating Impact. Putting into their heads that we're better than you.
We got a penalty and that set us back a little bit, but we looked at penalties as a challenge, as we accepted it. Not come back and yell and point fingers, which we had done the first 2 events, and people just broke down. And it's something we should get excited about. Hey, let's go play 4-5 and beat these guys 4-5. And we went out there and we did that, and it was really cool to do.
Beating Impact kind of set the bar for us of knowing that we can win the tournament, knowing they are one of the best teams. We beat them pretty convincingly, and the fact that that was the hump that we couldn't get over in all the other events, I think for us, that's when we knew, like, we were on a roll. We are playing well right now, and as long as we keep this up, nobody will stop us.
You got this shit, dude. Stay focused for this next game.
Big fucking game. I want this one bad, all right?
Oh, I can't wait for next one.
The Tauntauns.
So in Germany, we had a crazy game against the Tauntauns in the finals. We felt that things didn't go our way with the way calls were made.
We wanted this one bad, more than any other match this season.
I got nothing positive to say about the Tauntauns.
We played this match like it was the last match of our entire lives.
We finally had our chance to play them in the PSP, and that's something that we all look forward to.
We might have not have played our best paintball, but we played our most angry paintball.
I hate playing the Tauntauns.
I specifically remember Sam losing a one-on-one, which never even happens ever, and the Tauntauns took the lead.
It was a close game. It was the closest game we had all tournament, and they were one of the worst teams we had to play. And guys get too overly excited to want to shoot those guys and just try and put them to the ground, and it shows. And then guys make mistakes, and then we don't play good, and it just makes us look like idiots.
I think a lot of I, myself included, got a little too amped up for that game. Like, oh, we're just gonna blow these guys anyway. We're getting smashed by everybody. If you got nothing to lose, let's go out there and just kick the crap out of them. And it didn't really end up happening.
Basically, a description for that match and the hate that we have for that team is in the last 10 seconds is the guy running down Nick and them just blasting each other in the face, like blatantly shooting each other with hate. I've never seen the kids so angry in my life.
But we won, and I'm happy because at the end I got to shoot the guy in the face a lot and just kind of walked off. I was like, yeah.
After going a flawless 4-0 in the prelims, Heat moves on to Sunday with hopes of continuing their success. They face off against Vicious, recently promoted from the Challengers division.
Okay, they just worked their way out of the Challengers bracket. Now they're playing on Sunday, and if they beat us, they're going to play in the finals. That's a big thing, especially for Vicious. I don't think they'd ever done that before in the pro division. So it was a big deal, and I think we're a little overconfident. We like to make fun of their red jerseys because we wear it all the time, and they only do it on Sunday.
I hear somebody just making a bunch of noise coming at me, shooting my bunker, just shooting everywhere. I peek my head out a tiny bit. I see him coming, get tucked back in, point my gun, because I know he's coming, whatever, take the trade. Shoot him, and then he shoots me. Even trade, and I get a major for that. There's nothing that they could do that day to stop us.
We played well, and they were playing really well all weekend, and I'm happy for them and for Todd, but we did what we had to do and kind of set us up for a good match against Dynasty.
We gave points. Yeah, Okay? We won because we're clearly the better team. But that's just not going to fly this next game. It doesn't matter who we play. Okay? This game's over with. New game. New game. Hey, I've never been in the finals in Chicago. I want this fucking game, and I want it bad!
Everybody stay focused, stay together. One team, one family, boys, all right?
Yeah, beating Vicious pretty convincingly 7-2 in the semifinals was nice. But we're going to the finals. We know we have to keep our heads level. We know that this is the first tournament all year we've been in the finals.
Before the Dynasty game, I definitely felt good going into it, just the way that they were playing it and the way we were playing it and our personnel and their spots.
My confidence was through the roof. With the way guys have been playing, I mean, Fedorov, just watching him play and thinking, thank God he's on my team. The way he was playing, the way Sergey was playing behind him, and I don't know that he got enough recognition just doing what he was doing.
There was doubts floating around Houston Heat. We're going into the finals, playing a hot team like Dynasty. There were definitely doubts about what we could do, what we were capable of.
And then for me, just being in Chicago, I'd never won a Chicago event. World Cup, okay, cool, everyone wants to win World Cup, but to win in front of like all my family that comes out, all my friends, that's the event for me to win.
No one beats Houston Heat in the finals.
Yeah, probably go kick, shoot right. You're in the can? Okay. Look for Yosh going slow over here. Okay. Guys, we can't let them fucking win 3 events in a row. We fucking take it from them right fucking here.
There's a snake corner, and it's very clutch because once you get your guy in the corner and he can control the wire, then your snake player can go do his job.
Jay decided that we were going to put Sergey in the snake corner, and I think that is possibly one of the greatest things ever.
When you put Sergey in a corner against somebody else, I'm probably going to take my odds any day of the week with Sergey.
Sergey might be one of the hardest guys in the entire league to gun battle. You just can't put him in, and when that is going on, your guy can go all the way down the snake.
Yeah, Fedorov is a machine in the finals. There's nothing Dynasty could do versus Fedorov in that snake.
Come on, man. Hey, you can't get shot like that.
They get a couple points at us. We're up 5-3. Minute and a half left, maybe, like something like that.
I really think we just played a little bit better than them. As a unit, we put that game together and won it.
Looking at my guys' body language, just being like, it's over. We got this. Play smart, no penalties.
Tell everybody play fucking smart. We just gotta get there fast.
Gave high five, that's it. We just knew it was over.
Felt good to go from not playing on Sunday to winning the event.
We came from the lowest that we've ever came, and we overcame that.
Oh, finally! Oh,
it was my hometown, my whole family was there. You know, there's nothing better than winning at home.
Back to normal. We were finally back to normal.
I felt good. I felt like the team was back to normal just because of the fact that, you know, we won. And that was something that we could all look at each other and be like, hey, we're right back here. We know exactly what it takes.
You know, I think we had hiccups in the beginning of the season, and we needed someone to punch us in the face and say, wake up. And I think that's what the first 2 events did to us.
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe I think we win.
I think we answered to everybody out there that we were the best team.
We're not done yet, and we're not going to be done for a while.
and having such a huge shit. And I did a lot of sitting.
Hold that thought.
Shit. But shit. Over and over and over again. Shit. But shit. Crap. And that sucked. That wasn't fun at all. But shit.